Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Carrie Hill and I'm the Director of the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs here at UW-Platteville, or OMSA as you'll probably hear it referred to throughout the evening. We're excited to be hosting tonight. So first and foremost, I'd like to recognize and acknowledge the graduates that are here. So if you can just stand and be recognized, please. It takes a lot of determination and resilience to complete your degree, and each of you have made it. And whether you never opened a single one of our 3,000 plus emails that we sent you, or if you're in our space every day, we're proud of you and your accomplishments. I would like to recognize and acknowledge the families and friends of the graduates. It takes a lot of faith and trust to send them to rural Platteville, and I know you're proud. We're happy you're able to join us tonight, and we hope you enjoy your evening. There are also a lot of staff and faculty here tonight, and I'm always humbled and amazed by how many staff give their time and energy so freely to help our office and our students, so thank you. I would like to specifically say thanks to our OMSA team. I don't get a chance to publicly praise them very often, so I'm just going to take a moment now to do that. We have an incredible team in the OMSA office that's second to none. It's truly a pleasure coming to work with each of you each day. We are in tune enough to know how to utilize each other's strengths, respect each other's boundaries, and help lift each other up. Quite often, you'll hear us tote about how the first floor of Warner Hall is the best place to be on campus, and for me personally, I agree with that. There's an energy to our space that is inspiring, and I love the buzz of our student lounge. Whether it's hearing our students check in with each other on how a particular test went, a student bringing their family by to meet us, TJ filling us all in on whatever his latest topic to overly excessive research is, students giving Jeremy crap about his outfit or hair, or everyone recognizing that if Brenda has a large Dunkin' Donuts coffee in her hand, it's way too early in the morning to poke a joke at her. So it's all of these things that make our space comfortable in a community. And these folks put their heart and soul into their work each day. So can I please have TJ Ayash, Jeremy Payne, and Brenda Gomez stand and be recognized. In addition to our direct team, I would like to give a special word of thanks to our administration for their continued support and recognition of our office. Angela Miller, Assistant Chancellor for Diversity and Inclusion and Chief Diversity Officer, is a constant hand of support for our office and our students. She understands the challenges and demands of our spaces and works continuously to provide us the resources to be successful. The Division of Diversity and Inclusion as a whole is a great place to be on our campus. We all work together with students towards similar goals, and this work would not be possible without them. I would also like to thank Chancellor Shields, Provost Wilson, the deans, and other senior leadership. We do have a few alumni in the house tonight that just walked in late, so nice to see you all. One of our goals is to really work on our alumni base so we can create a bigger network for our current students and for students after they graduate. So we'll be trying to host more alumni events in the future. And lastly, we have current students in the audience, and it's great to see them come out and support their fellow students. So I hope you have an evening of fun and celebration, and at this time, it's my distinct honor to introduce Chancellor Dennis Shields.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, all right. That's how it's going to be tonight. So some of what I have to say is going to be an echo of Carrie Hill's remarks. We're here to recognize and celebrate the achievements of the students who are graduating, who have been a part of the Office of Multicultural and Student Affairs. And as with any success, and I speak personally, one of the things we have to recognize is all the folks that help us along the way. So it was right and proper for Carrie to acknowledge the hard work of not only the staff of OMSA, but all the faculty and administrators around here who make it possible to help you along on your journey. So it seems like it wasn't that long ago that I was sitting in a similar situation as you, that I was finishing 4 years of college. It was 4 years for me, because I didn't know any better. But that was a long time ago, and most of you who are graduating today weren't even alive when that happened. Age, I just had a birthday yesterday, and as you get older, hopefully you get wiser, and you get wiser because of the array of experience that you have and the people that you're fortunate to interact with. And part of what I want to tell you is that it is great to celebrate this event. It is a start. It is a significant accomplishment. But for those of us who support you, we hope it's only the beginning, and you should view it as a beginning. It's one of the reasons why the graduation ceremonies on campuses are called commencement, because commencing is starting. And so you're starting on a different leg of your journey in life. Now, there's a few things that you should do at this juncture in your life. You should start putting together a longer-term plan for where you think you want to end up. And I say think because, you know, if you talked to me as I was graduating from college, I never would have thought I'd been a chancellor at a university. It never would have occurred to me. But you should be putting together a plan, because if you have a plan and you work that plan, the serendipitous things that are good for you will sort of come your way. You also, all of you have family, friends, and others who have helped you along this path. And once you leave here and you start doing whatever you're going to do, it's going to be harder to come back and sort of say, okay, you made a huge difference in my life getting me to this point in my life. And so you should pause in the next 2 to 3 weeks and make it a point to thank the people who've helped you along on your journey. I will tell you personally, I don't enjoy anything more than having a student stop and say, hey, I really appreciated what you did for me. It doesn't take any more than that. You don't have to buy them presents, you don't have to burst into tears, but just acknowledging that in some small way, they helped you along on your journey. Now, I always like to say, and since I've been at this a long time, I've had the opportunity to impact a lot of lives. And there's an inverse relationship, oftentimes, to the amount of effort you had to put into helping them get along the path and how grateful they are for it. So I've had a couple of occasions the last couple of years have people thank me for doing things. And oftentimes there's one conversation, 15 minutes, just a bit of encouragement I gave them. And they talk to me as if I saved their lives and was life-changing. On the other hand, someone who I spent hundreds of hours helping along, bump into them, they can always think of 1 or 2 more things that I should have done to help them along their path. It's an interesting observation. But I would urge you, your parents, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, your math tutor, your faculty member, your OMSA counselor, while you're thinking about how happy you are about what you've accomplished over the last several years, take a moment to say thank you to some of them. And lastly, well, 2 things. Congratulate yourself. Now, on the one hand, graduating from college, you know, actually there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who do that every year. I think at commencement you'll hear we have something approaching 60,000 alumni from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. That does not diminish the significance for your life and for the people who care about you in your achieving this. It says something about you. It's not easy, and not everybody who's come here has been successful. And in fact, when I arrived here, most students of color were not succeeding. Now, I think the institution bear some responsibility for that because I think the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs has changed that dynamic significantly, from the programming they do for pre-college students to the programming they do when you're just arriving on campus, to the continuous outreach and feedback they give you while you're here, and that kind of thing. That was a change the institution made. And the institution had every responsibility for doing that. But the other thing that's changed is the attitude of the students. I got into trouble when I first got here because many of the students weren't even going to class. And I said to them, you have to go to class. You have to do your schoolwork. You have to be committed to achieving academically, or it's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen anywhere. And their response was, well, there's all these other issues on campus, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bottom line is you came here to get a degree and to become educated, and if you're not doing the things that are expected of everyone who comes here to get a degree, then you won't get a degree, and all that other stuff won't matter. So you students represent 73 remarkable people who got that message, owned it, and committed themselves to achieving academically and succeeding in getting a degree. That's no small thing, even though, you know, at some scales, it doesn't seem so important. I would guess that many of you are the first generation in your family to achieve this feat. And what you have to remember, the simple fact that you've done it means those that come behind you are that much more likely to have that same success. So remember that and take pride in it and be committed to celebrating that over the next couple of weeks. The tough part is you get to walk across the stage and shake my hand, but you still have finals after that. So stay committed through the finish line. And finally, know that this institution is proud of you, extraordinarily proud of you. I had the opportunity a couple of years ago, my old law school, where I went to law school, invited me back to give the Martin Luther King Day talk. And it wasn't a real uplifting one in some ways because, well, I talked about a lot of the history and what was remarkable to me. But we have a long way to go. I played a song that said that. We have a long way to go. But the uplifting part was that it was going to be folks like us that are going to save this country. They're going to make it a different place. They're going to make it a welcoming place. That is going to make the workplace that you go into more accepting, more inclusive, and as a result, more excellence. And that's what I would say to you. What you're completing today over the next couple of weeks are going to put you in a position to have that kind of impact. Now, some of you will have the opportunity to have an impact on a huge scale. And as I said, when I graduated from college, I never thought that I'd be responsible for a university of 7,000 and some students and 800, 900 employees and that kind of thing. I never thought that I would rise to that level. But some of you will get to that level. But no matter whether you get to that level or not, you can impact positively the community you live in, the family that you're a part of, the circle of friends that you engage with. You can make a difference. And you know, it has a multiplier effect. Every single person that you have an impact on in a positive way has the capacity to impact 10, 15, hundreds, thousands of other people. So your pioneering efforts on this campus bodes well for a whole lot of communities out there. And I'm so proud of you. And you're part of why every day, for me, is a great day to be a pioneer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Shields. And so at this time, we're going to work with the dining staff to dismiss everyone for dinner. And we're also going to be playing a slideshow featuring all of our graduates at the front. So enjoy your meal, and we'll be back up here shortly. All right, everybody. So at this point in time, we're going to begin the recognition of the graduates. The way this works is we'll, just like any other commencement ceremony, we'll call a graduate up and make a few remarks about them. We'll give everybody a photo plaque and a stole. But unlike most other commencement addresses, we want to encourage you to cheer and applaud for the graduates and celebrate them as much as you'd like. So please feel free to participate in that. Our first graduate that we'd like to recognize and bring up here is April Barr. April majored in Broadfield Science, and while she was here, she was a member of the National Honor Society of Leadership and Success, a driven scholar with the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs, a member of the Kappa Alpha Sigma sorority. She had an internship where she did research with our Trees Lab on campus, and she was a Lois Cooper Scholar as well, which she's also getting awards for her recognition, for recognizing her for being a part of that program. It was a very competitive scholarship program. That was a partnership between the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs and the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science through the National Science Foundation. So congratulations, April. Next is Joshua Coda. Joshua majored in environmental horticulture with an emphasis in landscape management. While on campus, Joshua was the treasurer of the Black Student Union for 2 years. He was the treasurer of the Horticulture Club for 1 year, was an active participant with the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs and TRIO Student Support Services, was a driven scholar and an alum of the Succeed program from 2015. He was a member of InterVarsity, and after graduating, Josh plans to begin a landscaping business. Next is Jane Dickler. Jane majored in elementary education, and while on campus, Jane was the secretary and education captain for Pioneer Rocketry, where she earned a Level 3 certification. She was the president of the Society of Physics Students and was the vice president of Kappa Delta Pi Education Honor Society. And next weekend, you can see Jane at the LA&E commencement address, where she will be the student speaker for this year's graduating ceremonies. Next is Brandy Hall. Brandy majored in criminal justice and minored in psychology, and while on campus, Brandy was the community service coordinator for the Black Student Union, served as a representative for the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs on the Student Center Advisory Committee for 2 years, worked as a tutor for Student Support Services for 2 years, as well as working for new student registration, the Succeed program as a peer mentor, the pre-college programs as a peer mentor, the Driven Scholars program as a peer mentor, and was also awarded the Betty Gray Campbell and Lloyd Doffenbaugh scholarships. After graduating, this is a recent development, Brandy will be working for a nonprofit organization, as she was recently interviewed and was offered a position with Public Allies in Twin Cities. Next, we have Erica Hang. Erica majored in environmental horticulture, and while here, Erica participated in 2 study abroads, one in South Korea and one in Thailand. She was a member of the Horticulture Club and interned at Johnson's Nursery, Inc. in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Erica, on all your accomplishments, and we look forward to seeing where you go from here. The next graduate is Danby Hang. While here, Danby majored in building construction safety management. He was a part of several clubs, including Hmong Club, Asia Club, the Chinese Club, and International Club. He attended several conferences, including student leadership conferences and other academic conferences, and participated in a study abroad as part of a delegation to China. After graduating, Danby will be completing an internship this summer and is looking forward to beginning full-time work. Up next is Melody Hayden. Melody majored in psychology and minored in women and gender studies. And while on campus, Melody was a member of the Psychology Club, a 3-time presenter at P-Card, and did 2 independent studies, one of which took her to a conference in Minnesota to present the work completed there. After graduating, Melody plans to work for a year to save money and then apply to graduate school in pursuit of a doctorate program where she can continue her research and study of human sexuality. That's the first one. Next is Bernadette Hawley. Bernadette graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts with an emphasis in graphic design. And while on campus, she completed 2 internships while studying graphic design, one with the Children's Theater of Madison and one with Land's End. She traveled abroad for 10 days for art history in Rome, Italy this past January. She has served as the president of the UW-Platteville Art Club, was also the co-director of marketing for the Platteville Sunflower Oil Company, and was hired in late April by Land's End as a graphic designer before graduating, and is currently working there 3 days out of the week. So after graduating next week, she'll be pursuing that full-time position at Land's End. Congratulations. Next, we have Marissa Maldonado. While on campus, Melissa worked for event reservations and wanted to thank a number of the people that she interacted with while she was here on campus, including Tyler Ostergaard, Kyle Ryman, Tim Judas, Michael Schlitt, and Haley Morrissey. So congratulations, Marissa, on all your accomplishments. We're looking forward to seeing where you go from here. Up next, we have Akshay Sukwal. While on campus, Akshay was studying biology with a focus on a pre-medicine track and a minor in chemistry. Also while on campus, Akshay was a member of the pre-health organization for 4 years, where he was a treasurer for 1, a member of the biology club for 3 years, including a vice presidency for a year, a member of the Alchemist Club, studied abroad in Costa Rica, performed research on antimicrobial activity of organic essential oils for 1 year, and was a Rush Scholar for 2 years. After graduating, Akshay plans on working in it for a year in Madison before attending medical school in 2020. Up next, we have Mo Tao. While on campus, Mo was studying software engineering and served as a web technologist for web development here on campus, was an active participant in TRIO Student Support Services and the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs. After graduation, Mo's comments to us were that he plans to pursue work, travel, and the pursuit of happiness. Congratulations, Mo, on all your accomplishments, and I hope you achieve all those things. Up next, we have Gabriel Valenzuela. Gabriel studied computer science while here at UW-Platteville, and he was also a Lois Cooper Scholar in addition to April earlier, so he'll also be receiving a set of cords for that. He was also an active participant in the Driven Scholars Program with the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs. He presented at the American Multicultural Student Leadership Conference, was a part of the Sigma Phi Epsilon Wisconsin Theta chapter. It was a Carlson Leadership Academy participant, was a peer mentor at the Career and Professional Development Office, had an internship at the Discovery Channel, was a crew member and intern at Event Productions, even right before this event he was working for them, and participated in a number of intramural athletic teams, Interfraternity Greek Council, and United Greek Council. Congratulations, Gabe. And the last graduate that we want to recognize here tonight is Tommy Zong. While on campus, Tommy studied political science and criminal justice, Was an active participant in the Office of Multicultural Student Affairs and TRIO Student Support Services, was a student manager and food service worker at the Bridgeway Commons, and was an alum from the Succeed class of 2014. After graduating, Tommy plans on working in Sun Prairie while he works to secure a position in law enforcement. So, and one more big round of applause for all of our graduates who are here this evening. And at this point in time, we like to give the graduates an opportunity to make some remarks about their experiences here at UW-Platteville and talk about some of the things that they're most proud of from their experiences here. So we'll pass microphones down the line, and you can all take your time in making remarks.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here tonight. Overall, during my experience here in Platteville, I've been proud to say that my favorite experience was just being part of the campus, being able to work here, participate in stuff whenever things were allowed, and being given the opportunity.
Round of applause for Tommy. All I have to say is a lot of pressure was given to me. Thanks, Jeremy. But other than that, I just want to thank everyone for coming out and all support that was given through me. You heard the long list of things that I've done. I don't need to say them over again, but because of that, I want to thank the Lois Cooper Scholars Program for giving me just that opportunity to get my foot in the door and really learn the person I can be. And I always think back to that first interview I had with Angela Miller and Jonathan Brown in a Panera as I was running late coming from a track meet. I always think of that first point because I knew at that moment that's when I started this whole journey here at UW-Platteville. So I just want to say thank you.
Hi, my name is Mo. Oh, God, I have so much to say, but I'm not going to say it all. I guess I'm proud of all the people that I've met here. Just having the experience of being at UW-Platteville, the small classroom size, getting to know the professors, and everything that the university has offered me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Hi there. I just wanted to say thank you to all the faculty and staff that helped me throughout my time here, and also big thank you to my grandparents for helping me throughout my time here as well, and my wife. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the friends that I made along the way and the staff that I met that stayed really positive and stayed a really positive influence in my life through a lot of rough times, so thank you.
Hi, I just want to say I'm really thankful that I had the opportunity to go to school here. I have a lot of Platteville alumni in my family, so I'm really excited to walk across the same stage that they did on Saturday, and I'm just thankful for all the people that helped me along the way to get here, so thanks for coming out today.
I just want to say thanks to all my professors for being a great influence on me and helping me get all the experience I need to further my career, and then also to thank all of my friends, and hopefully I can keep you in my life for basically forever, I hope. But I just want to thank everyone for coming out, and it's great to be here.
Sorry, I'm fighting this stage fright right now. You know, kind of twitching a little bit. But I would like to thank you, the university, for giving me this opportunity to pursue my dreams. And although, like the typical Asian parents, they wanted me to go to engineering, but I couldn't do it, so I had to change my major. But you know, I'm glad I made it through. I'm glad I pulled through, and I'm thankful for all the opportunities that came my way. And now I'm here. And starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah.
I just want to thank you for everybody who supported me, and also having the study abroad program to have an opportunity to go study abroad. Thank you.
Just want to say thank you as well. It's been an amazing journey here at UW-Platteville, and I'm really grateful to the OMSA staff. They've helped me grow not only as a person professionally, but also personally. And one of my proudest moments is when they raised money for me and another student after Hurricane Harvey hit. It just meant so much to me, and I'm so grateful for the OMSA staff.
My name is Jane. I just wanted to start off with my favorite memory at Platteville, which is joining a rocket club after going through some vigorous math from the education side of everything. So that was my favorite memory. And then, of course, I want to thank all the professors who I am now on first name basis and probably annoy every day, especially with the speech coming up on Saturday. And I want to thank OMSA for always being willing to work around my crazy hours when I can't get to campus until 4:30 in the afternoon. And thanks to my family who came out to support me tonight, and everybody else that I'm sure have all influenced me in some sort of way. So thank you.
Alrighty, so I just want to thank the OMSA staff and SSS for all your support and just helping me get to where I am today. I want to thank the Math Center staff for just helping me get through all those hard classes, because that was a struggle. And I just want to thank my best friend Amber, even though she's not here today. She helped me just get to where I am today, and I'm really thankful for her and our friendship, and just helped me grow as a person. And I'm really thankful for my family and my friends that I made here and all the memories. And I just feel like, it's been a great experience, although being different is challenging being here in Platteville. I feel like I've grown from that and learned a lot, and I don't know, just grown as a person. So I am thankful I came here to Platteville. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you for all the support. Being a first generation and minority on campus, it's definitely had its ups and downs throughout this whole thing. But like Gabe, I'm super appreciative of Lois Cooper Scholars. Thank you big time for that, because without that I wouldn't even be here. So.
All right. Congratulations again, everybody.